this is probably going to be the first video on my channel, so I'm going to be showing you guys top 3 best baits or rigs to use in hot not coastal, but like hot overfished ponds. We'll just say that. So anywhere, I fish in eastern North Carolina, so a lot of things over here. We don't have any options. That probably hurt you guys just to do that, but this is for the sake of the video. So over here we have a lot of overfished ponds because we don't have any options. So we have to, pretty much everyone's fishing at the same ponds consistently. So bass are pretty much gonna look at your baits and be like, you think I'm stupid? So I'm gonna be showing you the best ones that will fool them anytime. So of course we're gonna go with the common little Senko rig here on a little bent hook, you know, Texas rig. You got this. I'm not even gonna tie it on because I don't have the mitten. I'm gonna have to tie something different on in a second. So, because I already have this one. So what you wanna do, the first thing you do, you take your bullet weight like this and you slide it from this top eyelet part goes up, and the bottom piece, this bigger piece is on the bottom. So I can't really. Now I cut all my line off, so I'll just show you with this. So pretend we're gonna tie this whole thing on. You know, we'll just tie it on. We'll just tie it on. Screw it. I'm gonna take this, feed it through this piece. It's gonna be a lot harder to do with braid because usually you want to have leader on so your fish aren't just biting off your. There's a bird over there eating out of the bird feeder. So you don't want your fish just biting it off, especially with bass because they have that grindy teeth. You know how you get your thumb like that? My hands are dirty. You get that bass thumb is what they call it sometimes. So all this is grinding up. This is what they're gonna do to this. So they're just gonna be grinding this all up, grinding this line all up. So that's why you want to have leader. On these I have leader. This one just broke off and I don't have the time. So if I take this one right here, show you, it's got this mono all the way up, get some slack, all the way up to here. And it's tied on like this and it's connected. Fish, this might not be the best knot, but the fish don't care, they can't tell. They're not going to be looking up that far, they're going to be looking at this bait. Ouch, it's stuck in my thumb. Alright, so there we got your bullet weight like this, fat piece, bottom down. This, oh my gosh, this looks so garbage. I'm just going to tie it on with the worm on there. What are y'all looking at? My dogs are like looking off into the distance. Okay, hold up. Pull this down. I don't want to take the worm off because I don't want to keep stabbing this worm over and over. Boom. Alright, so you tie on whatever knot, preferably not a loop knot, just any knot that doesn't have any slack on the end, because slack is going to prevent your bullet weight from getting all the way down to feed firm onto the head of the worm, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a second once I get this tied on. This is garbage. There we go. I'm just going to tie a simple knot. You don't really need anything complicated for this, because it's just a normal average worm. Boom, boom, boom. Pull it down firm. Now you have all this slack. Take this, look down. You can see where your normal line is. So take that, you can look down, you can cut it like that. Probably like mad stupid when I do that, but whatever. So then, okay, the worm's already coming off, so I'll just show you how to do it. So what I meant by that is flush. So if you have a loop knot, your loop is going to be sitting up probably like half an inch, less than a quarter of an inch. So your bullet weight's going to be up here. It's not going to be sitting all the way down on top of the head of the hook. So what you want to do by that, you just tie a normal knot, no slack, comes all the way down on the eyelet. Then, so what I mean, I'll show you what I mean by that. You take this, spin around. This is already so damaged because I've just done another tutorial with this a second ago. So there, feed's perfect, weed, not gonna come in weedless, they call it that. So this is what I mean by flush. Usually this worm is gonna be pushed all the way up over the eyelet. You wanna push it over this eyelet piece right here, but I can't do that because this worm is ripped all to shreds because of I've been doing this tutorial. So this bullet weight is gonna sit on top of this worm head, so it's gonna look like just flush. And then this way, you're gonna be bumping. Your worm's gonna be like this, up and down, and they're gonna want it. They like that action. They're gonna come up. They'll probably take a bite at it. That's when they put it in their mouth. They're just gonna pop it right in their mouth, or at least where we live here. So they're gonna pop it. They don't really like to hesitate. They pop it right in their mouth. You're gonna wait a second. You're gonna bump it once, and then they'll try to run away with it. Once they start running away with it, crank it. This weedless is just gonna pop right out. You're gonna crank it. See how this hook's coming out? But you're gonna crank it a lot harder than what I'm doing right now. This is just the video. And this hook's gonna come out corner of the mouth most of the time, or the top or the bottom, however you're pulling it from, and that's gonna put the hook right in the side or whatever. Barb end. You shouldn't have any other problems. How garbage this worm is. Not garbage, but it's just worn out. So there. This is what it's gonna look like. You don't want to put your worm on early. You want to put it on when you get there. It's not that hard. This is what it's gonna look like once you're done. I'll show you a different example with one that has leader on it, so you know what I'm talking about. So pull this drag out. So I can put this down. Boom. So here is a worm rig that I have already, just like this other one. But this one, you see, this mono. This is mono. So obviously, it's not gonna fray. I could run my fingers all on it, pull it, whatever. This is 20 pound. You want about 20 pound because it's gonna be on the end. This is like this. It leads mono all the way up to about here, and this is where this braid comes up to. And this braid is a lot stronger. It's a lot more consistent, so that's why you want to have this on. And it floats on top of the water, so it's a lot more smooth. You don't have to. Mono's just as good. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so our second one, that was our soft plastic jig. Our second one, I think I already showed you this. This little popper. I can't even tell you the amount of my PB, both of my PBs have been caught on this. The most consistent lure, catch it on any day, anytime, cold, warm. See, just got this. Just want to pop it, sit, pop it, sit. So the last one I'm not going to tie on because there's two different ones. I don't want to show you the example or whatever. I'm not trying to cut off more leader or braid or whatever. So I have two different ones here. They look the exact same. They're the same brand. I'm calling them different because of the soft plastics I'm using. This one and this one. This one, I throw these. Best thing ever. Consistent, easy. This is one you could honestly just, if you're a dad or a mom, you could just give this to your kid and they'll catch one. If you know there's bass in there. If they're feeding, they're gonna eat this. Because what you're doing, you can make this weedless. I don't prefer it weedless. So what you want to do is you just want to feed it. You want to measure it first. You have this is one that kind of looks like a bandito bug. So you want to see it goes almost up to there. So it doesn't have to be exact. Feed this hook. Don't poke it out like you did the worm earlier. You want to feed this one all the way through. Almost all the way through, or wherever you measured it to. There's freaking hair thingies or whatever these things are called. Okay, poke this through. Once you get to that comfortable distance of where the hook ends, boom, feed this through. They like this one a lot more because it's murky colored. This one I haven't caught any fish on, but I just got this one. I haven't really tried. This would be more for clear ponds because of course it's white, so they're not gonna want to bite white in murky water because they're like, that doesn't look right. They're not gonna like that. So see, here you have this. This one's so beat up because this is what I've had for so long, caught so many fish on it. Tie it on from here, just a loop knot or normal knot, and this thing's gonna spin, shine. This one won't shine anymore because the paint came off, but it used to. It still catches it because it vibrates. You're gonna feel that because your rod's just gonna be like, it's gonna be shaking when you're reeling it. You want a slow reel, and it's just gonna shake, 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 and it's gonna send this vibration. They're gonna pick it up. They're gonna come eat it. This one doesn't get hung on much, honestly. You don't have to worry about this, really. Never really got hung. I think I've got hung once and it came off, but usually it'll come out. And then the other option you have is a paddle tail. Paddle tail looks a lot more smooth, a lot more efficient. This one, I put it on upside down. I must have been struggling that day. But this one, it'll run through. This paddle tail will just go back and forth. A lot more action. I do have a paddle tail. If I put it on here, I'd recommend paddle tail, just because it adds that extra action in the back to look like a tail. So those are my 3 best things. This is gonna be your hard jig or whatever. This is gonna be your soft plastic. Is this with just the hook and a bullet weight. Throw this for your soft plastic. So these are just trying to show you different varieties. And for your top water, that's what you want to throw. This is my ideal setup right here. These 3. Also, I kind of left out the crankbait. That's an honorable mention, like a lipless crankbait. But those get hung so much, and you fish such shallow ponds. This is more for like super shallow ponds. You don't want to throw a crankbait because it's just gonna get hung. Boom, top water is your popper right here. So those are my 3 best ones for overfished, warm water ponds. Thank you.